Right, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we got why we should not look for aliens. I don't know why, because the last video we watched why we shouldn't make a Mars base, and that actually makes sense. Hey, what is this going to be about? Why should we not look for aliens? I don't agree with this. I want aliens, man. So yeah, let's check it out.
The universe is incredibly big and seems full of potential for life, with billions of habitable
100%.
planets. If an advanced civilization had the technology to travel between the stars at just 0.1% of the speed of light, it could colonize our galaxy in roughly 100 million years. Which is not that
many.
long given the billions of years the
not
Milky
long.
Way has existed. So, in principle, any spacefaring civilization should be able to spread rapidly over huge sectors of the galaxy. And yet, we see nothing, hear nothing. The universe seems empty, devoid of others. This is the Fermi paradox, which we've discussed in more detail in other videos.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, the universe is so big. Like, it's too big. It's way too big. So the fact that we haven't seen anything does not mean anything because of how big the universe is, right? So like like we could just be looking at a small part of a piece of sand, like a glass of sand from a desert. You know what I mean?
Confronted
To
with
try
the
and find the
seemingly empty
cactus.
universe, humanity faces a dilemma. We desperately want to know if we are alone in the Milky Way. We want to call out and reveal ourselves to anyone watching, but that could be the last thing we ever do. Because maybe the universe is not empty. Maybe it's full of civilizations, but they are hiding from each other. Maybe the civilizations that attracted attention in the past were wiped away by invisible arrows.
Huh?
This is the Dark Forest solution to the
Huh?
Fermi paradox.
What the? What do you mean, bro? The fuck is going on here?
The way of life. The hunter awakes in his hiding place and carefully listens for suspicious noises from the thick undergrowth before he gets up. Another night has passed without incident. The forest is dark and full of fog. He considers calling out to others to end his loneliness, but stops himself at the last moment. What if they are like him? All living things seek to survive, secure resources,
Right, yeah,
and
true.
multiply.
True.
Their greatest obstacle are other living things that share the same objective. Competition between species favored the survival of beings with advantageous traits.
Right, see, I understand where this is going, right? And it's saying like, well, on Earth, animals hunt animals in order to survive, right? But it's a bit different when you take it to planets, right? Like, for example, animals will hunt animals on Earth, right? But if aliens are able to, you know, leave their planet, they're intelligent, right? That's just how it is. You're not going to see a chicken fly into space, right? Make a chicken craft. No, you're not going to see that. It's not intelligent, right? But humans are intelligent enough to leave planet Earth. So if we find alien life on another planet, we're intelligent enough to, instead of just eliminating it, we're going to study it and try and like understand what's going on, right? Whereas the other aliens will also do the same thing. Even if the other aliens know about other aliens, right? We're still gonna be a new alien species to those aliens. So they're gonna want to learn and see what we're about. They're not just gonna annihilate us straight away. It's not like, oh, they're intelligent, right? There's some aliens. Let's just kill them before we even know what they're about. We might have like magic powers that they need to understand, right? We might be able to turn invisible or some shit. So like, yeah, I see where this is going, but
Our ancestors were inventive, competitive, expansionist,
aliens
and
will be
greedy for
intelligent
resources,
if they're
which led them to winning the
in this
competition for
in
our
this situation
planet.
here.
Today, most other animals are so utterly at our mercy that we wipe out about a dozen species a day, just as an unintentional byproduct of how we like to run things. But humans
We really
are more than
wipe out like
individuals.
12 what?
From us, cultures emerge that also compete with each other. Competitive and expansionary cultures spread faster and further and merge with, subdue or destroy others. If we look at our history, it becomes clear we are dangerous. Not just to others, but also to ourselves.
Well, yeah, we know
Our
that.
human nature has driven us to take over every corner of our planet and soon we will look to the stars both to expand our domain and ensure access to ever more resources. And then we might stumble upon others trying to do the same thing. It's likely that the competition of life also takes place on faraway planets, so it's logical to assume that an alien civilization that came to dominate their planet would be in some regards similar to us. But if they're similar to us, they too may be dangerous. The implication. As the hunter sneaks through the dark forest all alone, he knows that there might be others like him. He can't know their intentions, if they are aggressive or not. The hunter knows he would kill to ensure his own survival, so he has to assume that they would too. And it might be that...
I can't lie, even though I've just said that I fully disagree with this, right? The story's pretty cool.
If he stumbles upon another hunter, the one that shoots first survives. None of this means that conflict is unavoidable. So far, the progress of the modern world seems to have made us more peaceful, not more violent. Maybe this is true for other civilizations too, that eventually progress means less conflict, not more. Different alien civilizations also should vary from the mild and peaceful to the...
Bro, imagine that. What the fuck is this, bro? Imagine if we live in a world, bro, where like aliens will visit our planets, our galaxy, we visit theirs, and like it's just a mix of just weird looking, like even we would be weird looking to them, right? So just a mix of weird looking people, just like in these fucking space stations, space cities. Oh my god, it'd be fucking insane. Then you look out to space, you look on space news, and you see like space bandits with laser guns and space, bro, what the fuck?
And
it'd be so cool.
The existential problem we're facing is that when we meet others between the stars, we have no way of telling who is peaceful or aggressive and what their true intentions are. Similarly, they might not understand or trust our intentions, even if we tell them that we are peaceful. On top of that, if we did discover another civilization and they discovered us, the light years between us would mean years of communication delay. Both sides would be in a state of uncertainty, wondering if the wisest move is to just attack, because there's another serious issue: technological explosions and the first strike advantage. We don't know where the limits of technology are, but we do know how much technological progress matters in war. A few hundred or thousand years can turn...
Listen, why do we have to be weak? Well, I watch these videos all the time, right? These space videos. And the aliens are just so superior. Why could we not be the superior ones, right? Why? Look, we have 3 little spacecrafts. They don't even look scary. And they got that many, really?
And conflict with uncertain results into a one-sided massacre. Caesar's legions would stand no chance against Napoleon's army with their cannons and muskets, which would be eradicated by artillery from the First World War, which would not stand a chance against today's drones and guided missiles. So the power level of different civilizations may vary massively, and even if not, between the time it takes us to detect another civilization and us saying hi, we might already be hopelessly behind on the tech tree. Which is bad enough, but the nature of interstellar conflict makes this worse. If your opponent is light years away, sending an invasion fleet takes so long that by the time it arrives, it might be hopelessly obsolete. So war between civilizations might be just about eliminating the other to remove an existential threat to yourself. Someone else who might be so scared of you that they attack the first chance they get. In this environment, the only way to guarantee a win is to strike with such force and speed that the target has no chance of survival or time to counterattack or escape to seek revenge later. The stakes are the highest possible, with no room for error. If we assume that the majority of civilizations live on planets, that leaves them pretty vulnerable. All you need to do is throw something massive at a planet to make it uninhabitable. So the ultimate interplanetary annihilation weapon is probably something like a relativistic kill vehicle, a missile shot at a planet at a significant fraction of the speed of light. For example, a missile the size of a person going 95% the speed of light has as much energy as all nuclear bombs on Earth. If you
Wow.
shot a few dozen at the civilization you wanted to wipe out, success would be fairly certain. Even a single hit would suffice. This is not that absurd of an idea. A civilization only slightly above us on the Kardashev scale would have enough energy to send multiple strikes against every planet it suspects of harboring life. What makes these weapons so sinister is how much they favor a first strike.
Why would it just doesn't make sense though? Why, like, oh, there's life on that planet, let's just destroy it before we even like figure out what they're about?
Since
Like,
they would be so fast that it might be impossible to protect yourself effectively against them once they're launched. Conflict between
understand that they might be
civilizations may
scared
not be
from
lengthy
themselves.
affairs, but rapid winner-takes-all situations, where the first one to shoot wins. This makes any civilization an existential threat to any other. And if every civilization is an existential threat to every other, there may be only two kinds of civilizations out there: quiet ones and dead ones. So, what should we do?
true.
Should we worry? It's unlikely that anybody has noticed humanity yet. The radio signals we've transmitted in the last 100 years traveled a relatively tiny distance and have long decayed into unreadable noise.
Bro, why does it take so long, man? Like, that's how big the universe is. It's like, how, like, 100 years we've been sending out signals and it's barely traveled anything.
At our technological stage,
Like,
if we
in
don't
terms of the
actively try
universe.
to get noticed, and if nobody specifically looks at our pretty unremarkable solar system, we'll stay hidden. But one day we will venture into space in a serious way and need to consider these kinds of questions again. We don't know if there are others or if we are going through the forest alone. But we have no way of knowing for sure. For the time being, it seems the best we can do is to carefully listen. And even if we see others step into a clearing and make themselves known, we should not reply right away, but carefully watch them from the undergrowth. Perhaps we are also thinking about this all wrong by allowing our primitive brain that evolved in the context of the gruesome competition of life to conjure fears of predatory aliens all around us. Maybe the fact that we are looking at the universe like this is a sign that we are not grown up yet as a species. There could be a friendly, welcoming community of alien civilizations waiting to hear from us when we are ready. As for now, the good news is
we're
there
not
is
ready.
actually little we need to do.
Bro, all you have to do is just take a look at our world leaders, man. We got some world leaders that would just attack instantly, bro.
We just need to be thoughtful about the signals we send out into the galaxy. We need to watch the sky and learn more about our galaxy, our forest. Because whatever the nature of our forest is, full of dangers or friends, or nobody at all, only careful observation can tell. So, let's do that. At last, the hunter reaches a clearing and finds a comfortable position. Slowly, the sun melts the fog away. Lost in thought, he admires the vegetation until suddenly he is eye to eye with another hunter, frozen in terror, just like himself. His mind is racing, considering all the different options. The hunter takes a deep breath and makes a decision. Maybe the only way out of the dark forest is to step into the clearing together. And with this hopeful picture, we say goodbye to the year 12,021 of the human era. It was a wild year, to say the least.
Really
Much
good video. Man, I actually enjoy space videos so much. If you guys got any space recommendations, leave them down in the comment section below. Also, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. If you do really want to help out with the channel, we're getting super close to YouTube partner. I need 1,000 subs. So if you guys could subscribe as well, it'll really mean a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video.